There's actually no smokes or anything. It's just a single flash coming out for Gambit Youngsters to try and see if they can get themselves into that B bomb site. They found the opening kill, and the presence is continuing. These entries coming out from Instans, 3 massive kills at Budapest 5, well, they're locked out of the site.
Torsey will get 1 trade frag, but Inters with 3 picks so far in this one. Super watching out from the back of bench, seeing where Corey is. Torsey will face up. Corey goes down to sh1ro, and now it's all left to the lone USP here in the back of market. We'll tap up, try to take Inters down. 11 HP, he's so close, but the rest of the T's know where to hold from, where to aim at. Good shot for 1 and 2 for Torsey. They're giving up these 1v1s, and sh1ro rounds the corner. P250 gets headshot out the server. 4 kills for Torsey, and a big pistol round for Budapest to 5.
But it's going to be the play into the A bomb side, and it all really comes off the back of these entries, whether they can find the opening kills, but it's not going to be them finding too much success. A couple of kills going the way of the CT side. It is a quick trade back coming out from sh1ro as he gets 2 kills with the scout, and now
Gambit Youngsters in their 3-on-3. The CTs are going to make their way out. Nothing but a spray back on Badito, takes him down. Contact play from Torsey, takes out 1 as Coolio makes his way into the opening, gets shut down by Axel, and Torsey's now seen. Nafi just got to play passive, and Axel swinging at the right moment. 5-on-5 still. We've got Axel so close to the CT side line. Takes out Coolio. A good frag into the follow through on Badito. Flav peeks in, but can only go so far with that. Torsey able to respond to a 3-on-2 scenario, and they are pretty tagged up here. Smoke on site, scope inwards short. Expecting there to be bomb site control, and indeed there is. A swing out on Super has got to go well. He actually takes out Inters instead as Nafi responds. There's all left to Corey. No kit, no utility for him. We'll peek up, see where Super is. Spray through, do almost enough damage here. I mean, damage has been done to Gambit Youngsters, but they're not going to be able to lose that 3rd or 4th man, I should say. Corey moving out, 81 HP, HP advantage. He gets the headshot, but can't turn around to the 2nd man. So, we have 1 player in the mid position. The contact spray from Flea will do damage to Axel, but they will get the kill onto him here. Super also seeing Badito spraying through the scaffolding, taking out the backup player, leaving it all to Corey now towards the ramp. They suspect it. He does take out Nafi, but now they've got 3 more players that can get the trades. Nades on doing damage to the man, 33 HP. Molotov's also coming in to try to force him out. We get burned alive eventually. sh1ro gets Coolio also quick to the rotation, and Torsey, last man standing in a 1-on-4. Spotted now, forced to fall away and save Gambit Youngsters. Efficient on the hit.
Yeah, look, that was a really nice round from Gambit Youngsters, and it was very simple. It was take mid control extremely quick, and you can see that they're doing their homework, Jay. You can absolutely see that.
Only at hellcase.com. Gambit Youngsters taking first face in. Torsey with the Orberator shut down Super. Nafi's also there with a flashbang corner. He's right around that corner, but still the Orb lands a 2nd pick on for potentially a 3rd on Inters.
Fantastic kills going the way of Torsey, and even for Axel, the lurk over at B, he gets taken down. This round's pretty much all shut out, and it's off the back of trying to take some control, trying to take an early fight to the T-sided players. Well, this round's looking great. It's looking absolutely sensational for the CTs.
Security's an extra weapon to the next round for Gambit Youngsters, and they got money, so, you know, backing off immediately as he can't land that shot. Badito there with the backup AWP. Molotov's in. Inters makes his way out as Super falls first, and still Inters in the midst of the smoke. Did they hear him? Did they know that he's here? He's got so much CT presence to worry about. Some players point blank. 1 player with a ninja spot being spotted out with a spray through. Inters takes down a 4-on-4. Orb still here towards Dark. Quick scope in, takes out Inters. Looks back in towards Sandwich, where Nafi will take that headshot right back. So trade's going well for Gambit Youngsters to keep this at evens, but Flav has other ideas. Taking out Nafi next up. Flashes in for Badito, looking onto the palace area, and Axel's 30 seconds left. Axel messing around the corner with the AWP. The Orb trying to boost himself up off the dumpster area as Axel drops in and gets Coolio. sh1ro gets the headshot on Badito, and very quick work there from Gambit Youngsters to turn 7-3 over on that T-side board. Heart set on the B side, and I just don't think Budapest 5 can hold off against it, especially when the only player here, the only defender here is a FAMAS. Is aggressive, actually makes it work against Axel, but Inters next up and Super around the corner. 2 kills, 3 kills for Coolio. How has he managed all this? On the 2 players coming out of here. The Orb could give another free double Orb setup. Nafi does catch Badito. That's 1 good kill. Need to find Coolio next up. Checking out all the common positions. The smoke coming down, looking onto face. Nafi gets out Corey. Orb in. Torsey takes him down. And Nafi left alone here. Coolio will swing and get his kill. 4 kills for him. 1:13 to the clock. Super flashed round. Good kill coming in for Badito. I think I had a collat on Inters as well.
Yep.
10 HP for the man, not quite a kill against him, but Budapest eventually does fall to Axel here in the apartments campaign. sh1ro gets Coolio, so the rotator of Fleeve, only player left. Axel seen him, sh1ro get called out, the AWP pick comes through, and the AWP also spotted a market. Torzy to try and lock them down to the cross. Both players are extremely low, a good flash in, blind shot's not going to come through, and sh1ro shuts him down. It's all left to Corey. Faced into the AWP, 4 picks for sh1ro all in all, 15 HP, and that doesn't bother him in the slightest. 10-5 half for Gambit Youngsters.
And actually re-smoked top connector. They actually held onto that third smoke rather than trying to get that CT smoke down, and that's going to allow the T side to get control out towards jungle position. But the numbers game is already falling apart for the T's. Corey just caught well in the open, and it's all down to Saucy and Budapest to try and bring it back. They have been able to get a couple of kills, and the bomb is planning for the T side, but the numbers game is still here for Gambit Youngsters. Into the 2-on-2. They're making this work on the T side. Nafny is going to try and stick that bomb, get a body to defend him. Oh, the Glock's coming through, and the bomb's going to get defused. Torsey was so close to denying that defuse, but in the end, another round for Gambit Youngsters.
Could have been all theirs. Could have been seeing a 6-10 chance now for the T side to come back into it. Another execution coming in towards the A bomb site with the utility out here. CT smoke will go blooming eventually as the connected jungle instead. Smokes go up, and M4 lines up a kill, but Torzy comes back with 2 more. Scout in, looking for a pick back on the man. He's on 2 HP. A single bullet would land, but 4 versus 3 here. I think that second kill. Flashes in as sh1ro and Inters try to set themselves up. The firepower is limited here for the CT camp. Still going to go forward. 2 lining up. Coolio taking out Inters and Nafny. A big mistake called out there. Now to a 2-on-2. Axel turns around on 1 player. Turn on Fleeve. Now the sh1ro, the last man standing, grabbing one of the rifles and saving it here because there's no way, no time, no utility, no kit, and no 12th for Gambit Youngsters.
Okay, well, that's actually a really nice round coming out from Budapest 5.
Oh, 2 players lining up here for Axel. He's got 1 player, 2 frags, not quite 3, but Corey trades it back to a 3-on-3. Still very doable for the CTs on the bomb site. sh1ro barely staying alive back here over at the dark position. Does get taken out in the end. We're trying to back up over to the cinder blocks. sh1ro facing with the AWP. Corey doesn't know that he's here, or at least didn't hear the scope out. He'll hear the shot though. Kill coming back 2-on-2. M4 for Inters knows that they're going to make their way up here. They have no choice. They haven't got time to rotate. Bomb plant, Coolio. Safe from CT spawn, not from connector, but the spray will still come through. Top of ticket booth. Man goes down. sh1ro rotated back though. Facing info to look for. sh1ro with a smoke down. That's the smartest play. They can go for a defuse. Shots not quite connecting. Blind firing. And sh1ro going to peek straight through this one, jump around it, get that headshot, get the defuse in for Gambit Youngsters, a 12th on the CT board. AK Event is jump facing as well. He's going to try and bait them in, so they might make their way out, assuming that the balcony position is safe. So 1 man out here, they're seeing so much utility, he backs off. M4 lets Coolio cross. Corey out the gate, they're going to let him cross as well. 2 players line up, M4 drops, so does the bomb. Big time stall, but 2-on-2. Inters still on site, they haven't detected him. Corey goes down, Torzy with a trade back. 1-on-1 now against sh1ro. Bomb can from the short position, sh1ro moving up. AK not looking the right way, and sh1ro wins out the fight and wins out the round. And now the T's go out to the execution towards the A site. And it feels like Gambit Youngsters just got the wrong reads round after round here. Smoke does get body blocked here. sh1ro's got a bit of a gap to work with, but no one's going to make their way out of Palace. Boost up from the AWP to try find the T side players as they cross with sh1ro. First casualty by the AWP of the T side. Axel will find one towards underpass, where it's only the main T side forces coming through. Nafny spraying through on Coolio, drops him. sh1ro gets Corey over at the upper Palace position. And now 2 left standing for Budapest 5. AWP for Torzy falls back up behind the Tetris as Axel will fall. Budapest finds trades. Torzy gets 1. He's the last man standing. 3 picks for his aim against sh1ro point blank. Hearing the footstep down. Quick scope not connecting with the CT player. Still scopes up, gets a second shot, and gets a 14th round for Gambit. And will this be the beginning of the end for Budapest 5? They've got a force buy back with pistols. Look at how quickly Torzy makes his way into the sniper's nest, though. This is a backstab they're not expecting right here. Deagle out, several defined. 2 picks have gone the way of the CT side, making it 3 with Axel doubling up. So they've been dismantled towards mid regardless, and I don't know how much Torzy can do from here. He's got a major positional advantage. If they had some T-side players to work with, then sure. And as he looks the wrong way, sh1ro will take him down. It's all left to Coolio. 1-on-5 for the man. And this should be the end of the map here. 16-10 for Gambit Youngsters, making their way into the winners match. A bit more of a challenge than what we expected from them, but a victory for the Russian side nonetheless.
And 16-10, you're absolutely right. That certainly, it seemed to be a bit more of a challenge than what I expected going into this best of one. But I think Budapest 5 can be at least relatively happy with that result. I wouldn't be disappointed. I think they put up a really good fight. I certainly, again, feel as if the basics are there, the fundamentals are there. But